Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
It's on my YouTube. You can go through the thing. Oh, I don't know. It might be, I don't know. It's on one of them. I got one of them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 21-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 54 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, we might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get this down to the 10. A Cowboy first down there, Prescott to Gallup.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Returning it, Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Intercepted.
They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Number 20.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Now, who you playing right now?
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But
man, who
more
opened?
than that, this guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and 8. Jackson there.
Man, who open? Who trying to get one of them?
It's complete to Sneed. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10.
Nav, you in the game right now?
Here's Jackson.
You in the game right now?
Buying time.
Oh, you beating the shit out of Brian.
He's going to take off.
My bad.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off.
Yeah, because it sounds like not bad you beating him over there. No, it's
looking to throw again on 2nd
it
down.
Jackson.
I
gotta wipe my feet off. It sounds like I just stepped into some shit. I gotta wipe my feet off. Let me wipe my feet off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
He wanted Rubbermaid niggas.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Check 50, check 50. Check 99, check 99. Watch out, we're going.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Cowboys 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Lee on the tackle.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Jackson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third down.
On third down, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a football team, right? You gotta be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Oh, 12 years a slave-ass nigga.
Midfield at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, We can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the
Yeah,
open field.
fuck with
I
it.
think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coach
Sound like a motherfucker skydiving out this motherfucker.
From our studios in Orlando. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They run the counter. Pollard. And he stopped immediately. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Yeah, so low focus. He trying to get a sting on somebody tonight, or he gonna have a good night. If he don't win that one game today, that's
now
fucked
the
up.
offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go, shorty.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Cowboys.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make it stick to the outside and break it inside. Really well run route.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
There you go. Speaking of him.
Now Prescott.
Speaking of the devil.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The return man is Hill. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
That nigga said he go half for the baby.
Receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st down, Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He's across 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Niggas say they must got some rat snacks or something. Oh no, you really smacking. He's smacking. He's smacking.
Jackson.
His controller messy right now. Or no, or actually go get some oxtails in Jamaica. That's bull. Goodness gracious.
That was a route run.
Goodness gracious. I'm talking about, yeah, where they making it like motherfuckers got it in carts. They got carts. That shit as good as a motherfucker.
And flip the down marker back to 1.
Yeah, lamb.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move.
That's all I eat for real. Meat-wise, like beef style.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
They'll always do this at the end of the half.
Because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Shit, I don't like how they do my sting.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Yeah, good dig. I'm trying to sting you.
Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they get him to Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
2nd down and goal. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 66 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
After they win again.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That's dedication. That's right.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terry Poe marches in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. Hanson to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's fucked up. I know.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. Quarterback and receivers. The same grease board when you draw plays up.
He just lost a heartbreaker. That's what you call a heartbreaker. He had a heartbreaker.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 30.
He just had a heartbreaker.
10. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop
about to go make some toast.
First down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interception. That's second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
That's Red checking in the refrigerator looking for some butter boys.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Working with his 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It sounded like it's like it was a letter he wrote him. Damn, Riley. What's the score? What's the score, Dad?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, we was outside. He be going in the house with his ball right now.
Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
You be like, yo, I'm gonna leave it on the porch, Red. They're like, no, yo, my mama say I got to come home with my
12 yards that time and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week.
I see that. It's 38-3. It's got
back and maybe,
game
try
over.
and score a few more times. They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort. They want to play it all the way out.
You petty as shit. You trying to break that man's spirit.
Recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
It did, my good man. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down. Jackson. He's going to keep it here. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. The Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gonna throw right side here, complete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Good game.
They were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
It's a good game.
I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.
Hey, bro. Good game, man.
But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan. We saw
you just changed your camera view.
They made the adjustments necessary, but away from that.
Right, say, look, motherfucker, good game.
And then took off. It was really nice to watch in the
I say good game, nigga.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
All right. I see. Let's start with that first.